Investing can be tricky and exciting, and it requires a lot of studying and understanding of the subject. But it is a good idea to start early, and one should read sites like Investopedia and Yahoo Finance, which are informative and helpful. Many surveys show a pattern. Many Americans are unsure about fundamental finances when it comes to stocks. According to one survey, over 49% of Americans in the sample couldn't explain index funds, while another 39% couldn't explain mutual funds. In another study, 40% of Americans stated they didn't know whether buying a single company stock delivers a better return than investing in a stock mutual fund. So what do we do? Public.com, an app aimed at helping you invest and making the stock market more social, launched in August. Anyone who has used social networking applications will recognize the following features. You may respond and remark on various insights using a variety of emoticons, such as on Facebook or LinkedIn. Like Twitter, users may participate in group chat conversations and follow other profiles. You even have a news feed with opinions, activities, and transactions from Pulse somewhere between a Venmo and a Facebook feed. If you think it's just the basic ecology of friends recommending stocks, think again. Public offers selected themes, a variety of information on specific stock pages, recent articles on stock trends, and frequent information sessions to help you navigate the reality of investing. It takes some time, but after a while, it is interesting, exciting, and rewarding. After some time and effort, it is much more exciting than it used to be. It is no longer just a hobby, but something to look forward to during the day. Personally, when stocks piqued my interest, I was keener, more self-aware, and much more comfortable, which turned into real enthusiasm within no time. What did the public appear to accomplish that was so captivating? What does it tell us about investment and our overall reliance on social media? Understand why individuals invest in equities in general. Aside from the possibility of financial development, there is also the thrilling idea of owning a piece of a firm you care about and appreciate. Semantically, Tim Cook works for you if you hold AAPL shares. However, there is a downside. The stock market has a long history of irrational investing behavior. Richard Thaler, a behavioral economist, has written on a concept known as mental accounting, which is a prejudice that investors are prone to. You have enough money to lose. Of course, the difficulty is that money you can afford to lose is a totally conceptual construct. It is the same as any type of money. However, the more we categorize investment money in this manner, the less secure we are about making safe investments. Furthermore, cognitive dissonance prevents investors from responding sensibly. It's one thing to lose a lot of money in the market, but the urge to retain one's self-esteem and ego causes investors to attribute bad selections to chance rather than admitting they made any terrible decisions. All of this comes on top of emotionally driven decisions such as FOMO or fear of missing out and FOLE, fear of losing everything behaviors. Because everyone else is doing it, the first one can lead to a lot of speculative decision-making. Remember when everyone purchased those initial coin offerings? And the latter might lead to consumers abandoning their assets in order to prevent a major meltdown, resulting in short-term losses. When you consider that just half of all Americans hold any stocks, you can see why. Of course, there are a variety of economic hurdles to entrance. But there is also a significant psychological anxiety of placing your money in a volatile black box. The horror stories don't help either. Morgan Housel's book, Psychology of Money, contains an excellent tale. Your own experiences with money account for perhaps 0.00000001% of what has happened in the world, but perhaps 80% of how you believe the world works. So, how do we alter our perception of how the world works? I believe this is solvable. More access to warnings, greater education about turbulent market fluctuations, comfort about safe investing, and more rationale for investments may all help reduce our biases. That is where I am optimistic about the public's efforts and the future of merging social networks with investment. Social investing in real world. What is the process of social investing? While many people joke that the typical investor is an elderly white male, this was not always the case. Muriel Siebert was the first woman to purchase a seat on the NYSE in 1967. First Harlem Securities and Daniels and Bell, the first two black-owned and controlled businesses to get NYSE seats, did not come until 1971. For background, the NYSE had been in operation for nearly 170 years at this point. I highlighted public's objective to humanize and successfully democratize stock market education earlier. But what I found amazing after talking with Katie was just how many various ways public address this with the purpose of ensuring that there is a varied representation of ethnicity, gender, socioeconomic position, and professional experience in the community. What's intriguing about scrolling through the public feed right away is that there's no major psychological gatekeeping on who gets to engage in a debate. I don't view the allure of social investment as a single item or feature. It's an ecosystem of aspects. The content, the price, the social following, the feedback loops, and the messaging conversations all offer us a sense of familial warmth, something we've noticed in other social applications we enjoy. However, there is a greater result than just basic returns on investment. Considering the number of people in this generation who have now entered the fold, future generations can inherit the same knowledge and enthusiasm for investing. While these thesis focuses on the benefits of social networks for investing, the value I see in public is a paradigm that can be used to more than just equities. Consider other intimidating institutions in our lives: real estate, mortgages, local governments, where information circulation is still controlled by powerful digital power brokers. Is there any benefit in knowing where your friends are buying houses, what they think about municipal administration, and how they think about macro events in home buying?